everyone, how are we all doing? I hope we're all having a magnificent Monday or a terrific Tuesday, wherever you may be, whatever your time zone is at the moment. Hey Tess, how we doing? Hope we're doing well. Yeah, so today is a request stream. Usually I do these on the Fridays, but seeing as how it's a little bit more.
Here comes
Hi there.
the
Boy! Hello, boy!
Hi, Amber.
Welcome! Here he comes! There he is! Here comes the boy! Welcome! There he goes! Here he comes! There he is! Welcome, boy! Here's the boy!
You don't know how long I've been trying to find a fitting clip or video to go with that. So it's not just me standing around like, yeah. But Amber, how are we doing today? I hope we're doing well. Yeah, so it's a suggestion stream today. I usually do these on Friday, but today's going to work a little bit better for Tess. And Tess did suggest this, so we're doing a tofu cook-up. So I've been instructed to find a few recipes that I think would work well using tofu as somewhat the main ingredient. I have found 3 that we shall be making today. So something that you can make yourself for breakfast, something that you can make yourself for lunch and or dinner, and a little bit of dessert as well. So having an anxiety evening. Oh no, one of my mum's cats is having some sudden health issue. Oh no. So I'll try to be as much as I can, but I might be lurking. It's all good. It's all good. I've got the recipes lined up and ready to go. So if you do miss a fair bit of it, I can always send you the recipes and tell you how it ended up in the end. But we're taking notes though. All right. But again, if you need to duck out and do some other stuff, by all means, go do that. Doing good. Almost had us a good old tornado. Yo, dang! What happened? Did you shoo it off, or shouldn't joke too much about the tornadoes or whatever? But yeah, it's damn empty. How many months is it? 28 months. Thank you so much for the thank you for 28 months of support. Welcome back to the frenzy. Enjoy the emotes, enjoy the ad-free viewing, and thank you so heckin' much for the support. Today's secret ingredient: tofu à la cuisine. It's pretty much how it is. It's pretty much. Tornadoes are terrifying. We don't get them over here. I think the closest we get are cyclones, and they're usually coastal, so nowhere near us. It's usually Queensland that gets them. Melbourne, I think the worst we get is like bogans, but I'm not sure what we. I guess maybe like flooding is probably the worst we get, and bushfires, obviously. But no high winds to that caliber. But I'm doing well. I'm doing well. Told to get stuff to the side off. Oh damn, she's serious. Oh, she's serious. Well, go somewhere else. You don't go anywhere. You bugger off out of here. Get on out. Go do your nonsense out at sea where nobody's going to be affected. Oh, fine. If only. Well, I would say we sort of have tornadoes, but they're not as terrifying and as dangerous as the ones you guys get in the States. Ours sort of just kick up a lot of dust and, cause a lot of trouble in the outback, but yeah, nothing to the caliber of like tearing houses down and leveling buildings, all that kind of crap. Yeah, severe thunderstorm warning, tornado warning, and flood warning within 10 minutes. Yeah, just settle down. Summer is Summer's It's still summer, isn't it? No, yeah, it's still summer over there, isn't it? Or is it spring now? It's probably the changing of the weather's going from hot to cold that's causing the damn weather patterns and all that kind of crud. But MT, I hope you're doing well today. Some things we can sort of point out. Oh yeah, if you notice in the emote slots, we have a new emote. 2 of them have disappeared because, well, I wasn't too pleased with them, and nobody really used them that much. But we have a new emote. I'm very happy about it because I drew it like 5 odd years ago. Yes, yeah. We got a new emote. Spam the Giga Mouse. Giga Mouse. Spam it. It's awesome. I totally forgot that. I think it was on one of Kev's streams. I told him that I drew some stuff on the 3DS for Pokemon Art Academy, and I went through. It's like, wait a minute, that could be a bloody good emote, and yeah, a little bit of editing, bam, we got it. So we had rotation, but thankfully she didn't touch down. Yeah, I think I'd do more than cry if a tornado came crashing close to my place. So, but yes. But the main thing is, it's done for now. I want to say it's done for now. I don't know what it's like for you guys. Like, if you have a warning, if it's, well, just because it's not here yet, just wait, because another one might be around the corner. But yeah, so I think that's sort of the same with sort of the wild weather over here. Like, if you've got like big torrential rains, it's probably like, whoa, hang on, there might be more coming around the corner, so just be careful. So we had, when was it? I think it was about a month, almost a month worth of like terrible weather. Power was knocked out all over the state. It was actually the time when I actually bought my generator, because I was out of power for nearly 2 weeks. And it's like, yeah, I'm just going to damn the expense, go down to Bunnings and buy a generator so I can run my house, run my fridge. It's actually come in clutch so many times at the moment. Just the odd little stupid power cut here and there is like, I need the internet. It's boring here. It's boring. Absolutely boring. Because I don't have phone reception. Or I have very poor phone reception. So if I want to watch people on Twitch, or... Because I think before I bought the generator, or during a period where I had no power, I was trying to watch some people on Twitch, and it's like, I can't watch them live. I have to watch them after they're streamed, and very poor quality. So it's like, what are you doing? What? Oregon has been starting to have more chances of tornado. Like, get out. get the hell out. Oregon. Is Oregon more north? I'm very poor with my United States. So I know where New York is. I know where California is. I know where Florida is. I know where Texas is. I know where Boston is. Above California. Okay. Oh, crazy. All the way over there, because isn't Tornado Alley like right in the middle? It's such a mood though. That's why I'm glad to live in the city now, where it hardly happens. It's a good feeling. It's a good feeling knowing that you're in a location where you don't have to worry about natural disasters. I mean, I sort of have to worry with bushfires because I live in a bushy area. But I have a plan. If the fires come close, it's going to be a few photos off the wall, or a few photo frames, because there's some photos and memorabilia that I can't get back. The PC, and that's probably it. Take those 3 key items, maybe a few, documents as well, maybe passport or something, and then just get out. I don't care if the rest of the house goes. I don't care if the TV goes, or the Switch goes, or the Xbox or whatever, the PlayStation, all that stuff. It's just stuff I can't replace. It needs to come with me. See, we get warnings all the time, but I'm like, whatever. Let me tell you, when I heard the sirens go, I was like, nope, go underground. He's like, yep, air raids are going. Get down. get in the bunker. It's too far. Hang on. It's too far away for Amber to travel to. Is it too far, or do you not want to travel that far because of the distance? Is it a you thing, or is it a it thing? If they know where the famous chicken is, Red Rooster? There's one like down the road from me. You talking about that one, yeah? The old Red Rooster? I'm sure there's more famous chickens out there than the Colonel's 11 herbs and spices variety. What about Chicken Little? I reckon Chicken Little's more famous than Kentucky Fried Chicken. There's that rooster. I mean, I know it's not technically a chicken, but it's the same sort of. It's the same thing in my mind. Rooster chicken, chicken rooster. There's that rooster online that crowed so hard that it fainted. That's pretty funny. That's hilarious. That's famous. Alrighty. How about I list off some of the things that we're going to be making today, and give everybody a little bit of a plan of how I'm going to run this. So, we have 3 different recipes today. We're going to have, like I said, we're going to have something that you can cook up for breakfast using silken tofu. We're going to have something that you can have for either lunch or for dinner, which will be using more of a firmer style tofu. And then we're going to be making something for dessert, which is going to use silken tofu once more. It's only a 1 day and 11-hour drive. Is that with stops or without stops? That sounds like a road trip to me. Just take a week off. Just take a week off and or 2 weeks. 2 weeks, because then you stop off at all the other states along the way. See? And that's the plan. That's the plan. Without stops. Yeah. So you take 2 weeks off, and you slowly make your way over there. Slowly. Stop off at this state, stop off at that state, stop off at that state. Bam, you're in Oregon. Stay there for a couple of days, do it again. Do it on the way back. It's on the complete opposite side of the country. I'm sure there's lots of motorways out there and lots of big freeways. You call them motorways, don't you? We've got highways and motorways, or freeways. Sorry. Yeah. Funny enough, highways are free. Freeways are paid for. It's like cargo and shipment. A shipment comes by car, cargo comes by ships. Like what? Took me 16 hours to get to the middle. But that was the only place you were going though, right? So if you, because I think it's about, I think it's about the same distance, same time. If you were to go from where I am up to Queensland. So the idea is, you know what, we're just going to take it easy. We're going to leave Melbourne on this day, stop off maybe in Canberra, check out Canberra for a bit, then we go up to Sydney. Why would you stop in Sydney? And then just keep on pushing up until Brisbane. Where I'm from, it's highway or interstate. Interstate, that's right. Right, yeah. Interstate, I remember that one, yeah, because you got the big, stupid, the intersection of the interstate, you know, the big bridges that sort of overlap each other. That's in America, isn't it? It's like the big 4-way one where if you want to go left, you take this huge bridge that loops you all the way back over, and then this one goes over there, and that one goes under, and it's just like, what the hell? What? And I drive on the interstate. That's a heckin' big road. Heckin' big road means you got a lot of room to muck up. You got a lot of room to mess around. I'm always, anytime I need to get somewhere, damn the expense, I'm taking the freeway. 100%. I know it's a little bit daunting because you're going, in excess of 100 k's an hour. You're going super fast. There's idiots on the road as well, but it's just so much more convenient. I don't like stopping at traffic lights every 20 minutes. I would rather just stay on the highway. Nortons, I do not care. You are blocking the more important thing on my computer. Chat. See, my side of the country, we call them freeways instead of interstates. Okay. Bit of a... That's a bit interesting. That's very interesting. I don't think we ever call them interstates over here. The only thing that we call interstates is like sport events. So when we have back in school, when we had big sports events, and we would have is it interstates? I think it was interstates. So you'd have all the schools in the area compete to see who's the better school and stuff like that, and then the best of those divisions will go to the interstates, which will be people from Sydney come down, or we go up to Sydney or something like that. I'm pretty sure that was the case. I'm pretty sure it was called Interstate Sports. I'm a bit confused now, but still. we really only have I-5 though, and hang on. I only have I-5 though, and don't you dare call it the I-5. The I-5? Why can't I call it the I-5? Looks like the is. These. I think if I ever come by and I see the I-5, it's like, oh, check it out, it's these. It's the these road. That I don't know how to spell properly. They use letters for numbers, like for people with their number plates. They're using I's and fives, or ones and fives for I's and S's and stuff. I take them back roads, and if there's no back roads for me, I take product drives. You just want to be able to take those back roads to do the sneaky get around for the cops, don't you? Ember speeds a lot. The cops don't really hang out on the back roads. It's the bandit. That's an East Coast thing to put the in front of the freeway names. Really? I want to say that we sort of do that as well, but not really. No, we don't really do that, nah. Because we've got like... Whoa! See, no, I'd say that we sort of do that as well, because we've got Hume Highway, and people would say, take the Hume Highway. Like, it's like a noun. It's its own thing. Like... It's a name of a road that stretches for however many kilometers, but it's almost a place, really. The Hume Highway, the Princess Freeway, the Ring Road. But I don't know. Yeah, it's a weird one. It's a bit of maybe it is an East Coast thing, because I am on the East Coast of Australia. I might have to ask some people who are in Perth or Western Australia and see what they call their highways. Hello, how we doing, Ven? Hope we're doing well. Did see that you weren't feeling the best. I hope that you are starting to feel a little better at the moment. We're just talking about freeways and what we call our freeways. If we give them the title of the or the I-5. I don't like other cars. They scare me. You know, they're just as afraid of you as you are of them. Maybe it's further east than me, because I don't think people do that here. They don't call it this whatever or this road. Called highways. Yeah. So we've got highways, we've got freeways. Apparently there's freeways over in the States as well, but they've got interstates as well. So I'm doing fine. It's good to hear. It's good to hear. I hope whatever you have, you've already shook it or you're about to shake it. It's all good. But yeah, so my thought process today. So we've got a tofu dish that we're going to cook for breakfast, a tofu dish we can cook for lunch or dinner, and a tofu dish for dessert. My thought process is, because the dessert needs more time to sit than everything else, I'm going to start with that, get it set, put into the fridge. Might not set all the way, but I will have it in the fridge ready for the rest of them to set. It's probably going to make a few of these things. Then we'll get on to probably the one for breakfast. Let's have a quick look. Do I have cook time? So 30 minutes. Gonna wait for everything to load up again. Too much tofu? I'd probably say not enough tofu. Can I have the recipe, please? Where's the recipe? I hate this. I thought changing to the iPad would make it easier, but every recipe app out there. Okay. A little bit of a TC rant here. I love the fact that you found this new recipe and you developed this new recipe. I don't want to know your life story behind it. I don't want to know that one morning when you were sitting on the toilet after your morning coffee, it struck your idea bolt came through your head. It's like, what if I were to make something with tofu for dinner? And then you, I don't know, went and spoke to Cheryl down the road and got her input, and then you went to the local play group with your kids, and you know, you met Jono, and you know, Jono has a friend who has a friend who's a vegan. I don't care about your life story. Just give me the recipe. I don't want any of the ads as well. Like, I understand the site needs to make money, but please don't put the ad right in front of the recipe. I'm not going to buy your stuff if you block the recipe. I don't know. We got a lot of people from Florida and also Missouri. Really? I can understand people from Florida. I mean, why would you want to stay in Florida? But Florida's its own country. We don't claim them. Yes. I think a lot of states say that about other states as well. I'm sure Florida will probably say the same about other ones as well. Did you know they keep top secrets? They keep top secrets in the blog part of the recipes. What? Yes and no. Sometimes yes, sometimes no. I don't know, sometimes you'll find in the blog things like, but one day I decided to put this in there. It's like, oh, that'd be a pretty interesting thing. And then you read a bit further, it's like, but it didn't work. And it's like, usually they have like a notes thing down the bottom. It's like, here's some notes. Like, just take me to a separate page altogether instead of, yeah. That's just me. That's just me. One day, I don't know, we might do an ASMR thing where we read somebody's blog from a recipe that we've made before. maybe we could have that as a sub goal. Maybe sub goal? Nah, we'll make that maybe a follower goal or something like that. What do we think? Maybe 750? We'll do an ASMR reading of of recipe vlogs. Hey, I don't care if your kids love it. I just want to know how to make it on my own. Exactly. I just want to know how I've made it. I want to know how I can make it. Okay. The notes, the cliff notes at the bottom is like, if you can't find this, use this, or I tend to do this. Make it a redeem. We could have we could make a community challenge. Yeah, we could actually do that. That's actually a better idea. Because I feel like there'd be a few people who's like, I want the ASMR thing now. It's like, nah, I want to do this right. Much like last time. You know, Dolphin Panda, welcome in. How are we doing? Just going on a little bit of a side tangent about people's blogs now. So how much time did you need to make? So you're 50 minutes. Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. We will... Amber, stop it. Don't spray me. The rant's done. I'm done. I'm cooled off now. I'm done. It's all good. It's all fine. Everything's cool. So we're going to start with making the dessert. Then we're going to make the stuff for dinner. And while that's happening, we'll probably make the stuff for breakfast. So what are we making? So obviously in the pinned message, or if you go exclamation menu, we'll be able to see what we're making. But I can just tell you what we're making today anyway. So for breakfast, we're going to be making some easy silken tofu scramble. So this is going to be a tofu equivalent to scrambled eggs. Now, apparently from what's the little notes and stuff say about it, you'd be surprised to find out that it's not actually eggs. So I'm going to be very surprised to see if it is exactly the same as scrambled eggs. We're not calling the police at the moment. Okay? It's going to be good. It's going to be fine. There's nothing wrong with tofu. I know tofu used to be that, oh, it's bad, oh, it's flavorless, it's what vegetarians eat because they don't want to eat meat like true men and women. It's like, no. Those days are dead. Those days are gone. Alright? People making some big strides with tofu. So yeah. Sounds like a food crime. Well, I would say, I'll make it up today, I'll taste it, tell you what I think, and then I'll get you to make it. That'll be my challenge to you. Try one of these recipes. Doesn't have to be any of all of them. I was going to say it doesn't have to be any of them. Has to be at least one of them. I would say one of these ones, give it a try. had to get the police involved. I'm going to say try one of these. Try one of them. So yeah, we're going to do a silken tofu scramble for dinner and or lunch. I'm actually going to be making a con carne. But I'm going to be using tofu ground beef substitute today. So we're going to be using a stiffer or firmer tofu, mixing it with some spices, baking that in the oven for a little bit to firm it up or crisp it up a little bit. Then I'm going to turn that into what I would make for my technical nachos, but I still call it a con carne in a sense. It's like a chili con carne. And for dessert, we are going to be making, when it loads up so I can read, a chocolate chai pot de creme. So, this is all suitable for vegans as well, unless I add something in there that's going to cause it not to be, possibly the chocolate, because there might be a point where it's like, oh, let's decorate it up a little bit. I need to use whipped cream. There is a point to make coconut whipped cream, but I didn't grab the necessary ingredients for the time. So I've never even seen tofu anywhere. Are you looking hard enough? I feel like the major supermarkets should have them. It's probably not. You don't have like a big section of it. It's not con carne for you. It really depends on how I'm feeling. Con carne. I mean, I'd probably. I think I'd call it con carne. It's probably supposed to be con carne. But yeah, I've probably mucked it up. That's on me. But yeah, we can always just berate me and just like, he's an idiot, he can't spell. He doesn't know what con carne is. But how about, because I don't know if it's actually con carne or if it's nachos I'm actually making, we'll just call it a con carne. And that'll be TC's little secret. That'll be TC's little thing to put in the blurb. When I developed this recipe and put it on some forum, it's like, oh yes, people were confused whether or not I was meaning con carne or con carne. Seeing as how con carne is not actually a thing, I decided to dub this con carne myself. Con carne! So what are we... I pulled the thing over here. Because I need to read out the recipe. So what are we going to need for the chocolate chai pot de creme? We're going to need 1 can, or 14 fluid ounces, 398 ml, of full-fat coconut milk. We're going to need 7 ounces, or I think it was about 200 grams of dark chocolate. We're going to need 1/3 of a cup of coconut sugar, or cane sugar, or light brown sugar. I actually have some coconut sugar I used for a previous recipe in the past that I need to use up, so that's actually perfect. We need a tablespoon of cinnamon. That is 3/4 of a teaspoon of ground ginger, 1 1/4 teaspoon of ground cardamom, 1/2 teaspoon of ground cloves, 1/4 teaspoon of sea salt, 1 cup of silken tofu, which worked out to be 285 grams. I think it was 285 grams. And 1/3 of a cup of water. And then there's also the whipped coconut milk, or whipped coconut cream. Coconut whipped cream, but it's optional and it's thin. Yo, Chung! Chung Hilary! How you doing today? My store said they would have to ship it. That's weird. That's weird. Not very progressive. I would have... Maybe, yeah. I would have thought the big ones would. Like, I don't know what the big supermarket for you guys are in the States. Whether... Because I always think Walmart, but Walmart's more of a general store, if that makes sense. Because you can buy everything from Walmart. You can buy office supplies, you can buy food, you can buy toiletries, you can buy some bullets if you want. Like, Walmart has it all. We don't really have anything like that over here. The closest thing we've got is Costco, but we can't buy guns from there, and for good reason. So, what we're going to need? We're going to need to add the coconut milk to a small saucepan on medium until barely simmering and then take on heat. So initially we're going to be heating up our coconut milk, and then we're going to be using that to melt the chocolate. So, nice and easy. I don't have a big supermarket in my town. We have a Kroger and a Walmart Supercenter in the next town. Walmart might have it. Don't know too much about Kroger, but Walmart I reckon would have it. Titch? Camera on.
Activating bench camera.
Alrighty. Let's get this coconut milk going. Ooh. Nice and easy. Get that on the stove. Put it at the back. I've also got my oven already preheated for the next thing we're going to be doing. Let me grab some scales. I always forget to grab the... I always forget to grab the... Well, not grab, I forget to think about getting the scales that have the lights. Wakashi! Hello! Irashaimaimasen! Genki desu ka? How are we doing today? How was the rest of your stream the other day? You switched over to Monster Hunter and I had to go out for dinner with my family. At their place, but still. Kiki! Hey! Nice. Hang on. That's the place that said they would have to ship it. Walmart said, we don't carry that, but the store an hour away does. I was going to ask, Wagashi, do you play Monster Hunter on PC or on Switch? Because I think I was going to ask that before I headed out, but just curious, because I thought about getting back to the Monster Hunter because I have it on Switch. So don't have Sunbreak though on PC. I didn't get too far on my Switch version, so maybe I could trade in the Switch version for the PC, because I know a lot of people have it on PC at the moment. So, but then again, I could keep the one I've got too, because Belle plays it on Switch. If I want to play with Belle, I could leave it. Might do that. Won't get rid of it just yet. Whoop. How much? 200. Whoop. 205. I think it worked out to be 190... what was it? 190 something grams was 7 ounces. So a little bit extra chocolate. It's not gonna probably be a problem. It's not gonna matter. But yeah. So that before I forget, that paella. Wagashi. Is there anything you prefer to be called before I go any further with this? I don't know, I feel like I got a lot of small nicknames for everybody, and I feel like it's a little bit formal if I could keep saying Wagashi. So if there's anything you would prefer to be called, let me know. But that paella you made the other day, wow, my word, that was some good, that looked really good. Looked really good. And the latte art, oh, that was adorable. That was so adorable. I've always thought about doing, what was it? Not always thought. I actually thought about doing a barista course. I think it was between after I finished my apprenticeship and finding the job I'm at the moment. Because it was just one of those. I think I need something to put a feather in my cap to make me a little bit more appealing to more businesses. And I thought, maybe I should do a barista course, but I never went down that route because I'm not the biggest coffee drinker. But if I got good at it, ooh. Alright, so yeah, we want to get down to the simmer. Add the chocolate to the pot, whisk until it's fully melted. Alright, so we need to get the rest of the stuff. How far do we need to go to? The salt. Alrighty. Small bowl. Were you asking how to call my name? You can call me Wagashi. Sorry. I was just wondering if you had any other names that you would prefer, but Wagashi's fine. Yeah, always love seeing other people's cooking. It gives me inspiration to make stuff for myself. But what do I need? So we need cups as well. We need cups. But a third of a cup, easy. Oh, I'm using it already. So we need the sugar, we need the cinnamon, we need the ginger, the cardamom. I don't know what the difference between cardamom and cardamom is, but I have both apparently. And cloves. Now I should probably bring this over here, make it a little bit easier for myself. I think that's gonna work. Yeah, it's gonna work. And the salt. I don't have fine sea salt, I just got regular old table salt. I ran out of... I had a small salt shaker for a while. I ran out of it, so I was like, let me get a big one. You need to go down because you'll start to simmer. Alrighty. 1 tablespoon of cinnamon. Do I have more cinnamon? I thought I had more cinnamon than that. I'm sure that I do. If not, then we are going to be in a wee bit of trouble. That's mixed spice, that's ground chili, that's that's cardamom. Nutmeg. Oh no. I swear I had more cinnamon. Do I have cinnamon in here? Cinnamon powder. Ah. Oh. That came in clutch, baby. That came in very clutch. I bought that, I'm not sure if you can see it in the corner. I'll sort of maybe point the... Oh no. Hold on. I want to somewhat showcase it off. Zoom in.
Zooming in.
Yeah, so that spice rack. I bought that a while ago. It was kind of expensive. Zoom out.
Zooming out.
It's kind of expensive, and I thought to myself, why is it so expensive? It's just a spice rack. I don't know what's going on here. But I wanted a spice rack because I got all these spices in my cupboard, and I need to sort them a bit better. So I thought, I'll get the spice rack, fill all the spices up, and we should be all good, all perfect. And then I get it home, open it up, and it's already pre-filled. So I got all these extra spices on top of the ones I've got. So I didn't want this. I just wanted them empty. So this is actually a good thing that we had a thing with cinnamon powder, and it almost looks like we didn't need to get it out. We'll use it a little bit anyway. We'll open it up. I've already used this before. Sorry, what? I'm sorry, huh? Interesting. Didn't realize it was already used. How are we doing? Ooh, we need to turn you off at the moment. So, whoop. Stove camera on.
Activating stove camera.
Probably should do that, shouldn't I? So we can see what's going on the stove. Okay, guys, keep an eye on my dingo. Cinnamon ginger. Ooh. What do you use to zoom in and zoom out with your voice? So I use a program called Voice Attack, and I've accompanied that with my streaming program Sammy. Now, Sammy is not the name of my bot per se. My bot's called Titch. But using plugins and Voice Attack, I'm able to do my zoom in, zoom outs, set timers, but only in increments of 5. I'd love to be able to work it, so 3/4. I'd love to be able to work it so I can say set a 7-minute timer and he does that, but at the moment he can only do 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 and 30. Why I haven't gone to 45 in an hour, that's more programming. And I don't really like doing programming. And thank you. Any of the stuff I do on here, I've mentioned before, everything I do on stream, it's not a secret. So if you ever want to know how I do something, or you want a little bit more of a insight into what I use, I'm more than happy to share. So throw that in. Cardamom. So yeah. So that's 1 1/4 teaspoons. Yes, very soon. I know I keep teasing, but I just need to stop being lazy. I need to fix up a design for my bot so I can have him on stream somewhere, because I got big plans for when I do shoutouts and show the clip. So I want him to pop up and somewhat showcase the clip. So 1/2 teaspoon of cloves. Can I get this in here? Yeah. Now there's also other programs you can use as well. So streamer.bot does voice recognition as well, and also does a lot of stream I don't want to say activation, but a lot of like sort of like what my one does, but it's more condensed into one. The problem I find with streamer.bot is it doesn't recognize my voice very well. So when I try to do the same commands as voice attack, it doesn't like to play nice. So it's like, what's this accent you have here? What is this? Oh, geez, thanks. So now we need a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Maybe get the rest of that in there. Alright, so that's going to be all the stuff that we need in there. Oh, we actually need a blender, apparently. Okay. Transfer the... Oh, we could actually use the stick blender. Yes! I'm going to go grab that real quick, or grab the attachments for it. I don't have an actual blender per se, but I do have... Is that going to be enough? Hang on. Maybe we'll grab the other one. Might just use the stick itself. Yeah. Might do that. That should be fine. Yeah, streamer.bot. So I think if you go to streamer.bot on the URL as well, that will take you there. But yeah, it's a lot of programming stuff that needs to go through with when I say a lot of programming stuff, like you can use Python for streamer.bot. And the one I use at the moment, so Sammy, so it's SAMMI. Yeah, 2 M's, 1 I. Sammy Solutions, it's called. I find the user space a little bit more easy to use than the streamer.bot, but you have to get extra plugins. So you have to get a plugin for the text-to-speech, which is a little bit... I had to, I think, initially pay for the program. Well, not program, but I pay for the, what do you call it? Oh, the code to be able to get it connected. And then I think I technically need to pay for the voice itself, but because I don't use it that much, it's not going to cost that much or anything. So because I've done a year's free trial with the text-to-speech, I think it's $7 per 1 million words used. And I don't think I ever use programming. Yes, very complicated. Yes. But I'd be very interested to see what you come up with your research. See how you implement it with your stream. Because I think you might be able to. I think you can use Sammy and streamer.bot with like VTubing programs as well. I can't remember if Sammy has one with certain VTuber programs, but I know that you can like do hotkeys with it. So, right, wait, it's over here. So then we add the chocolate, the sugar, cinnamon, cardamom, all that into the pot. Whisk until it's fully melted. Transfer chocolate mixture to a blender along with tofu and water. Blend until smooth and airy. Scrape down the sides as needed. Divide the mixture into 8 small ramekins. I've only got 4. It's alright, we'll find some other containers for it. So, so let me... Oh, that's the wrong one. Okay. Turn that one back on, and I'll use my whisk. I always like to see what people do with the streaming programs and stuff. Right, so that we don't need that until a bit later. No. Blender? No, it says blender, but I feel like we could actually put this in. Use the hand mixer. Might do that. Instead of using the food process, the immersion blender, I might just get the hand mixer out. Now it says 1 cup of silken tofu, which I'm pretty sure, like I said, I'm pretty sure was 280 something. So we could almost. Whoa! I can hear it bubble, double bubble, toiling and troubling right at the moment. Let me get everything over here to get ready. Also worked well with this recipe too, because I was wondering if I need to buy any dark chocolate. Turns out I had some in the cupboard, so Thank you, Tess. You're helping me use some of the ingredients in my cupboard. It's nothing worse than having all these ingredients that you can't use. Or not can't use, but don't know how to use. Oh, yo. Settle down. Oh. And Dutch chocolate. Oh, sorry, I got my back to everybody, but ooh. Spicy. I'm trying to think of what this sort of smell, like what the smell reminds me of. I feel like I've made something similar to this in the past. Yeah. Though I don't like coconut very much. So I would probably say, because this is a completely vegan recipe, if you're wanting to use just tofu in and itself, we probably could get away with cream, or like, yeah, just using heavy cream, maybe. But I don't know if this recipe calls for, yeah, I don't know if this recipe calls for the, like the reason why you got coconut milk is because, and the tofu is because we're supposed to be making that mousse texture, and this is the best we can get. But I have a feeling that the coconut milk might not cause too much of an impact on the flavor because we've got all those spices in there. So smells like Easter. That's what it is. It smells like Easter. Y'all think I'm going to be crazy for saying that, but Easter has a smell. Easter definitely has a smell. You'll have hot cross buns. Easter. Easter has a smell, yes. I'm not crazy. So, I'm not sure if any of you guys have hot cross buns where you are, but take the humble fruit bun, the spiced fruit bun. So it's just a bread, it's got a couple of spices in there, maybe some cloves, some cinnamon, maybe a little bit of ginger in there as well, and some fruit. Just dried fruit, just mixed dried fruit. Now we have that over here, and then we put a like a flour paste cross over the top of them. So it's got a cross on it. They call it hot cross buns. Very popular and usually seasonal over Easter. I despise them because I've had to make god near millions of them in my time. I want to say near millions, because supermarkets love to sell them, and we have to make them. So, but they still taste very nice, and they're still very good. But they smell like the spices that smell like what we've got in here. So the cloves, the cinnamon. I'm not sure about the cardamom, but all that other stuff definitely smells like it. It smells like a very Eastery style dish, and I mean, I'm all for it. But I was told of a sneaky little business practice back when I was an apprentice on what small bakeries would do to promote the hot cross bun sales over the Easter period. Now, what these people would do is they make a big batch of the glaze or the syrup that you put over the hot cross buns when you're finished. So once they're baked, you have like a simple syrup that's got the spices, got the cinnamon sticks and all that. It smells wonderful, tastes wonderful. They make a big batch of this, right? They'll take it out front of the shop. They pour it down the drain. And so you think, why would they do that? Why would they just make all this batch to throw it into the drain? Well, what happens, the smell starts wafting down the street. And everybody walks past and goes, oh man, something smells really good. It smells like hot cross buns. Oh, wait a minute, the bakery's open. Oh, the bakery's got hot cross buns. And they go and buy the hot cross buns. So it's like very cheeky, very wasteful, mind you. Very cheeky though. All right. I've also heard of stories of people trying to put the syrup in the central heating or the central ducting for the supermarket to do the same thing. So it sort of goes through all the supermarket through the ducted heating and the ducted cooling through the roof. I think what happened was one time they tried to do that, failed miserably. So what you should have done is had the syrup in front of the fan, so it draws the air past that, draws the smell through the shop. Everyone wants to buy Easter stuff. They poured it over the elements in the heater and nearly caused a fire. It's like, ooh, that's a big buy right there. Okay, so I was going to grab the scales because I want to weigh up 200. I do have my phone. Just give me 1 second. Because I do have a note on my phone that says 253 grams. That's what it is. Oh, there was something wrong with the tofu already. No, it's just a little piece of whoop. Probably could have got away with all of this, but that should be enough. I'll keep this aside because we'll probably need that for the next recipe. Then it says water as well, doesn't it? A third of a cup. A third of a cup. It's over here. A third of a cup of water. Whoop. Yeah. Okay. So I'll give this a little bit of a mix up here first. You can sit there, use my TC patented pot stopper right here. Available if interest is available. It is there. Alright. Doesn't look too much at the moment. I understand. I also want to give it a try first too. No, we'll give it a try once it's all done. So. Look at that. Woo! Hi, Paul. Yo, Ryu! How we doing? Currently just mixing up some chocolate mousse. Get that on high for a bit. More power! Kicking into maximum overdrive. Alright, so let's see how that went. So I think I understand why they would say use the stick. Might still go for it. Because it doesn't, it sort of looks like it hasn't broken up just as much as I want. So let me try the stick blender for a bit. Yeah, I hope you're doing well, Ryu. Disconnect this for now. Don't think we need this. I don't actually have a blender. That's my problem. I have a food processor, not a blender. I know the blenders have a different like blade setup, so. See if this works. Does he have a big, nice kitchen? It looks big. But thank you. Honestly, it looks big. Doesn't feel big, though. I'm just realized, like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. How are you standing upright? I am a small man. And, I'm not the tallest of fellas out there. But thank you. Thank you. I try to keep it clean. I do want a bigger one though. I'd love to have an island bench, so I can sort of walk around the island bench and more or less I just want a studio kitchen, but still. All's well. New event grinded grounds. I think I would say it's ground. Like if you're so you need to grind something. You're grinding and then once it's been once you've grind, well, once you finish the grinding, it's become ground. So I'd say ground. Except if I want to get special items, but I'm not sure if I care yet. Stick blender was actually the good choice because it's actually couldn't really show you before, but it looked like the tofu was still in small bits, whereas this actually blitzed them up a little bit more, made it a bit more pure, a bit more better. I like the effect. Hang on, let's see if I can get the camera to zoom in.
Zooming in.
Helps if the power cord wasn't in the way. Fancy, I like it. I'm a very simple man, yes. Zoom out.
Zooming out.
Very, very simple man. Alright, so I would do a Huey at the moment and stick my finger in there, but that's apparently what gets you cancelled these days, so... Tess, I think you like this. Doesn't taste like coconut at all. There's no coconut. No coconut flavour to it. As I sort of previously thought of, the coconut flavouring is masked by the spices and the chocolate. So, not a big fan of coconut. This will be right. This will be just fine. Now, I'm probably going to grab a few more glasses because there's to put in the ramekins. 8 ramekins. I've only got 4, so I'm just going to quickly grab my trifle glasses because I love. Zoom in.
Zooming in.
Look after. Is it pointing? Is it pointing at the right point? Can you see the ramekins and the thing? I can't see at the moment. Sort of halfway. Zoom out.
Zooming out.
Yes, I keep those things still in the box. I can't I can't get myself to throw them away. I don't use them that much, so that's my copium. Like, what if I want to sell them on and give them else to somebody else? All right, so I'm just gonna ladle these in. And this is going to go in the fridge. This is why I wanted to do these first. Because, oh no. Should have done it this way. Now I got chocolate on the side of the glass. The photo for the gram is ruined. But, I'm assuming what's going to happen here is the tofu is supposed to act as the solidifying agent in this. And the chocolate as well, obviously. But, so yeah, this should turn into like a mousse now. So, it's supposed to set for a couple of hours? Probably could only get away with 5, actually. Yeah. There we go, I got a big one. Big one, I'll save that for the gram. I'll have to wash this one anyway. Detail, grab this one here. So yeah, refrigerate and serve. Refrigerate until set about 4 hours. Garnish with coconut. Yo! Zoku-san! Irashaimai-san! Welcome, welcome! How was your stream? How was Apex? How we doing? Ria, welcome in. Goody, welcome in. Why is this not working? Tinch, why aren't we showing clips, buddy? Why? What's going on? Do you have clips? I guess that's the next question. Ooh, interesting. Welcome in, everyone. Let me say hello to everybody. Junie, welcome in. I am Gua. My mate coming in for the raid sub. Welcome in. How we doing? Holly's room. How we doing? Mama Mayo, welcome in. How we doing? Kimu Ni, welcome in. Irashaimase, everybody. Hope we're all doing well. Nice to meet you. It's a pleasure to meet you all as well. Zoku-san, how was your stream? I saw you were playing a bit of Apex at the moment. I'm surprised it didn't, unless... It's amazing to be able to speak. Yeah, I can't Yuko, welcome to the Shark Tank. I hope you enjoy your stay here. Nihongo wa joju janai. No, not very good, I'm going to learn, I'm going to start learning. I've got Duolingo on my phone, I'm going to start learning. But Holly's room, welcome in. Junie, welcome in. Welcome to Shark Tank. Pretty much, yeah, Holly's room, welcome to the Shark Tank. Junie, welcome to the Shark Tank. I am Gua, welcome to the Shark Tank. Kitchen Stylish, arigatou gozaimasu. How was your stream? How was Apex? I was going to try a little bit of something because it might not pick up Japanese characters. So, let me fire up this keyboard. I want do at let's see if this works. I think it's going to do the same again. So usually what happens, right? Usually what happens is it pulls up a clip, right? See if I can do this. Okay, boom. I hope we're all doing well. I'll get my little spiel in a second. Let me put that down. How does this work? There we go! Got a clip.
本当に
We playing a bit of Apex. I see you were playing a bit of
ちょっと
Apex
これ見てい
today.
い？ちょっと見と、ありがとう。ちょっと見届けたい。
お
お前ありがとう。
Oh. We also distribute food. Yes. Zoku-san, are you okay with me calling you Zoku-san, or do you prefer Ten-san? Or because I've seen you being called different things over throughout me watching. I'll have to pull up a quick thing here. Let's have a look. Oh no, I don't want that. I want Google. Not T-Google. Google. And then pull that up. Okay. So then I can pull this stuff up here. So, terribly sorry, I have to pull a bit of a translator up. Can I placed? Thank you. Sugoi. Hey, it's nothing. It's nothing. Gotta showcase the people who pop by and share the community with me. Oh, so what kind of host would I be? Sorry. I'm going to try and learn to read and speak Japanese very soon. But at the moment, we're going to have to bear in mind that TC doesn't speak very much Japanese. I know basic phrases and stuff, but yes. Guess he was good at games. Yeah. Yes, but how was... I try. My main thing is I'm trying. But Toku-san, thank you for the raid. Thank you for thinking of me when you finish the stream. And thank you for sharing your community with me. For anybody new who's here with Toku-san's raid, let me introduce myself. I can't introduce it in Japanese, but hopefully you can understand. But hi there. I'm Titanium Chef. I'm a variety food and drink streamer from Australia. We play video games on Wednesdays and Thursdays. This week we're going to be playing some Nier Automata, but on Tuesdays we do a cooking stream, which is usually meal prep, but we're doing a suggestion today, which is a tofu cook-up. So I'm making 3 dishes that use tofu. We're making a breakfast dish, a lunch and dinner dish, and a dessert dish that uses tofu. And Friday we do a cooking stream where I cook stuff from TV shows, video games, movies, and anime. I'm also doing another viewer request there. It's going to be a cake decorating stream, and we're going to be making some cake and some cake pops that look like Heute from Gundam. Because we've had a suggestion from Bellaraxia, who wanted a Gundam-themed cook-up, or a Gundam-themed stream. And she said, could you make something with Heute? And she also wanted something tomato inspired because of the latest... I can't remember which one it's called. What it's called? It's Witch something. I haven't watched it, but I have something in mind for the tomato thing. It's going to be a little bit of a secret. It's going to be a bit of a secret at the moment. So, but at the moment, we've currently made some chocolate chai pot de creme, which is pretty much so it's got coconut milk, cardamom, it's got cloves, it's got cinnamon, bit of ginger, it's got dark chocolate, and it's got silken tofu in here as well. So hopefully these sets to be really nice. I want to say it's sort of like mousse in a sense, mousse. So we're gonna stick. Whoa! Actually stuck to the bench. That is a little bit scary. A little bit scary at the moment. So we pop these in the fridge, and we'll get them on the set. I'll give them a bit of a try later, but we're going to move on to our next dish. Daisuke. Are you a fan of Gundam? Amber's back. Hello. Didn't even know you were gone. Snaky. Oh, you look, put you down into here. Oh. So yeah, if anybody is a fan, or want to say a fan of tofu, or wants to know how to make some tofu stuff at the moment, then yeah. Oh. Brett282, welcome to the Shark Tank. I hope you enjoy your stay here. Had to take a phone call. That's fine. Tomato and G, which I don't know what the connotation is behind it, but I have something in mind. So, don't bog me. Don't hate me. Hate the game. All right, so that's done now. So let's get our beef substitute going for our chili con carne or con carne. So what we're going to need for this, we're going to need 2 blocks of extra foam tofu, pressed for 20 minutes. Probably should have pressed that for a while, actually. Whoopsie! Oi! I'm clean. Leave me alone. Got 2 blocks of tofu. We're going to need 5 tablespoons of tomato paste. We're going to need 4.5 teaspoons of tamari or soy sauce. I'll be using tomato sauce. Tomato sauce. You're saying tomato, I'm saying sauce. Soy sauce. They need 2 tablespoons of nutritional yeast. More uses for nutritional yeast. I like it. We're going to need a tablespoon of garlic powder, a tablespoon of paprika. I'm going to use smoky paprika because I love smoky paprika. We're going to need a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar and a tablespoon of maple syrup. Who suggested again? Because yeah, there sure was a tomato scene. I have a feeling I know what this scene is all about. But yeah, Bellaraxia. Actually a good friend of the stream, good friend of the community, good friend of mine. Yeah, she suggested it, so thank you for reminding me that I'm old. Oh, I am old. My back hurts. The back ain't gonna be broken. It is. Oh. When is even good? Hang on. When is it even good to use paprika? I feel like I've hardly used it. Paprika sort of gives it... It's a bit of a distinct flavor. Like, the reason I use smoky paprika a lot, I love smoky paprika, is because it's the closest thing that I can make smoked. It's the closest thing I can turn things into smoked food. So... It's so funny. Yeah. I need to find more poses. I need to find more poses because I'm gonna do that one day, and I'm gonna pull my back, and I'm just gonna be like, ooh, I'm gonna have to pull a code red and stop everything. It's like, I've seen on deviled eggs. That's about it. So we've used paprika in the chili dogs we made. We've made it. We've used it in a heap of things. I think not only that, it's a bit of a mild flavor too. So. Or, not a mild flavor, it's mild dosage, if that's the right word to use. So you don't use too much of it. Oi! Ah! Come on. I'm trying to explain things here, Neil. Giving me the spray. What do we... right, so... So we had to... Yeah, now we're getting the police called on me. Getting bonged, getting the police involved. Again, the tofu's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. Something I should actually do first is actually get this. It says pressed for 20 minutes. So I'm going to grab. Oi! I've got a goose in chat. There's damn goose again. Goose is back. So I'm going to cut this tofu out, release it from its mortal coil. And then yeah. It says 2 blocks, but I think 1 would be enough. I'll do 2. It says 2 blocks. I know this is an American website, and I know this is an American recipe, because by God, they will not use the metric system. If you're ever writing a recipe, for the love of criminy, for the love that is all good, use the metric system, please. I've had enough of reading through all these freedom measurements. A cup of this, a cup of that. This thing, what was the thing I read recently? So, it's a bit of a set. Metric is for nerds. You're a nerd. So somebody had a kidney stone and they compared it to the size of a grapefruit and longer than a banana and say, why will you not just use the metric system and tell me how much it weighed? Please. I harp on it enough. Whose foot were you using? 12 inches turns into a foot. What? Just got up to 12, it's like, I'll just turn into a new measurement. Yards and miles and stuff, come on. Have I ever been to Japan? Yes. Hi. I've been twice. I went with one of my good friends in 2015, if I'm not mistaken. And then I went again in 2017. Was it 2017 or 18? I think it might have been 18. Or was it 19? Oh, hang on. It might have been 19. I think I have an easy way to find this out. Let's have a look. Not going to be there. In here. 2019, yes. What I like about Japan, I liked a lot of things in Japan. I liked the... I love the culture. Loved visiting all the shrines and visiting some of the small towns. I loved Akihabara. There's just a lot of things I liked about it. But I want to say it was more so like the old temples and stuff. I liked to visit them. Because the first time I went with my friend, I went to Tokyo. Who's Who's dropping stinkies? Who's dropping stinkies? I like all women. I like all the women. Yes, yes. I will not say no to that question, but I'll also iterate as well. I think in Greenwich they still have the original. What? I can see the foot that they used. Huh? Sorry, I had to get a new sound to play randomly through stream because my theme music only plays upon the entrance. But so yeah, we went to Tokyo and we stayed in Tokyo for a bit. Then we went to Osaka. I think we stayed in Osaka for a bit. I think that's what. So it's Tokyo, Osaka. Yo, Chris! How we doing? Welcome, welcome. Oh. OD, welcome in. We're gonna get a clip here. Is it?
Oh, Rick's comment.
Behind.
Nishin, thank you for the raid. What's up?
Oh, Nishin, here we go. Here we go, here we go.
Let's go.
Hell yeah!
Oh,
Gotta get in
come
it.
over here.
Yes. Get down, get down. I love it. I need to raid you more.
Welcome in, Raiders. Thank you, Nishin 7.
Oh, yo. If that's what I get on a raid, I need to pop by and raid more often. Just find out when you go live. And it's like, you know what? Doesn't matter if I've just started and gone for 5 minutes. You know what? We're raiding. But 2019, the year the Rugby World Cup in Japan. I want to say possibly Holly, but I went for Pokemon Go. I didn't even get an invite to the Go Fest, but I still went anyway because I need some time off. But yeah, OD, if there's anything that you want me to call you, because I am very illiterate and I can't read what that actually says. But yes. Let me see what this one is real quick. Cooking in Wonderland, welcome in. How we doing? Every time, yes. Digit. Oh, I see it now, Digit. Okay. Welcome in, Digit. Hope we're doing well. Let me just quickly see what... Oh, the translator's not really working too well, but still. Going out for lunch? No, not a problem, not a good problem. Hope you have a good lunch. Hope lunch is oishi. Or umai. Umai? Oishi. Hope it's both. But Toku-san, thank you so much for the raid. Thank you for thinking of me when you finished your stream, and thank you for sharing your community with me. And also, that goes to you as well, Chris. Thank you so much for the raid. Thank you for thinking of me when you finished your stream, and thank you for sharing your community with me. How was tacos or nachos you were making? It was the chicken. I saw it. I saw the first one you did, and you showed it to the camera. My God, that looks so good. That looks so good. You have a knack for plating things up. Very, very good. Very pretty, presentable. I like it. I really do like it. One thing I do want to start getting better at is my plating up. And that and my photo skills as well. I mean, the photos I take for the Instagram and stuff like that, they're okay, but I feel like we could do better. Probably need a proper camera for it. But for anybody new who's coming with Chris's raid, let me introduce myself. Hi there. I'm Titanium Chef. I'm a variety of food and drink streamer from Australia. We do a bit of food and drink streams. We do a bit of gameplay streams. So on Tuesdays we do a cooking stream, which is usually a meal prep stream, or I'm thinking about starting to do a food lab stream where I work on recipes and muck around with some ideas. Today we're doing a request, so we'll get onto that in a minute. On Wednesday and Thursday we're going to be playing a bit of Nier Automata, but I also play just anything I really can feel like I want to get my hands on. And on Fridays I do stuff usually from TV shows, video games, movies, and anime, or if I feel like cooking anything else up at that time. And we're going to be doing a cake decorating stream, Gundam themed. So we're going to be making the mascot Hato from Gundam. So, but I also do viewer requests as well. So if you save up enough TC tokens, you can suggest either a dish for me to make or a theme for me to work around. Now, if that's the kind of stuff you're interested in seeing, then I hope you enjoy your stay here. Digit, welcome to the Shark Tank. I hope you enjoy your stay here. Doing great. Just glad to find your stream while you're live. Finally, yes. Thanks, man. Not a problem. Not a problem. So, if anybody is interested in the times that I do my streams, I do have a schedule now posted in the bio or in my description. It's all in Australian Eastern Standard Time, which I'm not sure what that is in the GMT plus thing or whatever. But if you're from America, most of the time, I'm a day ahead of you, but still, yo, John! Playing is not an easy art. It takes years to learn. It does. It does. And because I've been working as a trade pastry cook for a while, where plating up wasn't really necessary, it's just get it out on the tray, get into the shop, and it'll sell from there. Yeah, my plating definitely needs to... Oh no, I don't speak Australian. Oh no. He called me a cobber, and I don't know if that was an insult or a compliment. What's he talking about? What's an arvo? Where's the bottle? What's a bottle-o? Why does everything end with an O? Oh, why is it? Why? Yeah, alright, yeah, so. Well, that's how I live. Oh, man. But yeah, Chris, I hope the food all turned out well. Back to cleaning the kitchen. Not a problem, not a problem. Have a good look. Hope the cleaning goes well. But thank you, Ember. Thank you for turning off the filters. Even though it is a filter change, it's actually turning off the filters. This is that's how I live. But did I need the salt? Mostly just putting up. Hang on, putting up the setup since my sister did most of the cleaning. Nice. Make sure that I want to say thank her for doing the cleanup. So it's always good to have an extra set of hands doing the cleanup. So, but I'm sure she's getting some of the delicious food that she made up. So they need to know the truth. You make it sound like I hide the truth, but I don't. I don't hide the truth. I just don't display it all the time. There's lying and there's withholding information. Two very different factors. Like, I'll tell you the truth, but I don't want to. Don't you giga-meow me. Man. Right, so... yeah, so... I'm not sure if I fully explained what we were making today. So today we're making some tofu foods. So we've just made a chocolate chai pot de creme, which is sort of, I think it's going to turn out like a mousse. So it's sort of like a chocolate mousse it's got like chai spices. It sort of smells like Easter to me. But it's also got silken tofu in there. So hopefully the silken tofu solidifies the rest of the chocolate and sets like a mousse. 100% vegan as well, which is always a good thing for our vegan friends, and vegetarian as well. Tasted actually really nice, so we actually gave it a little bit of a try before we put it in the fridge. And now we are going to be making some ground beef substitute, which is going to be using a stiffer type of tofu, and we're going to be adding a bunch of different spices and stuff into it to make it taste like ground beef. And then we're going to turn this into a chili con carne. Excuse me. Alright, so preheat the oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit or 200 degrees Celsius. And line a baking sheet. Oh, it's loading. Yeah, and then we're going to line a baking sheet with parchment paper. And yeah, easy peasy. Oh, yeah. Boop, boop. You just spend 1.5 hours just chatting. It's been 1.5 hours? You guys. You guys got me monologuing. No, we've made one dish already, MT. Chili con carne where con means to subtract. Yes. I'm tipping that the con carne is supposed to mean something else. So, so in a large bowl, crumble the tofu with a potato masher or the back of a fork until it is evenly ground. Okay. Add the seasonings to the sauces, and the sauces to the tofu. Mix. Oh, Jason! Thank you so much for continuing your stay in the frenzy. Sup gang, I'd be chilling in class, should be doing homework, but instead tuning in. Do I have to put you in the naughty corner? Do your homework. But thank you so much for the resub. Thank you for your continued stay in the frenzy. Enjoy the emotes, enjoy the ad-free viewing, and thank you so heck much for the support. Jason, we have a new emote, spam it. And anybody else who's a follower, not only it's for everybody. It's for everybody. It's not just subs. It's for everybody. All right. I'm very proud of it. I drew it myself. Spam the Giga Meowth. I'm so proud of it. I'm so pleased with it. Right. So, yes. So we'll hit this here. Giga Meowth. Get it. Get it. I like it so much. I drew that myself. I drew it like 5 odd years ago. And yeah, sort of just remembered that, oh, wait a minute, that could be turned into an emote. Alright. So we're going to mash this up. That's not working. Oh, he's so stiff. Maybe looks like you've got just the view of the... There we go. What if I were to do this, eh? What if I were to sort of grind it on itself? Would that work? I think it will. Get dirty. Get your hands in there. Make sure you wash your hands, though. Probably should have used a fork for this as well. But yeah, we're going to be making the con carne with the substitute ground beef. We're also going to be making some tofu scramble as well, which is supposed to replicate eggs. So we're going to make a dish that you can make for breakfast, a dish you can have for lunch or dinner, and the chocolates for dessert. So, and this was suggested by Purple Tess, who was wanted and was looking for some new ideas and some new things to do with tofu. So decided to come to me, of all people. There's nothing wrong with that. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. I feel like we could almost just get away with one block of tofu. That's a lot. Yo! Robin! Yes, what, Robin? Welcome in. Good morning, everybody, from Hungary, Budapest. Well, welcome from Hungary, Australia. I know Hungary's a country. But welcome in. How are we doing today, Robin? Hope we're doing well. Just currently mashing up some tofu to start getting our Oi! Swap! I told you I cook clean hands. Probably could use the fork from here, but look, honestly, Tess, if this stuff works out really well, I might start doing this. Because I want to point out something. I want to make something really, really clear. Okay, so this is supposed to replicate ground beef. Okay, now I can buy a kilo of mince, or we call it mince. It's ground beef, same thing. I buy a kilo of mince for about $12. I think it's about 12. So $12 or $8. This block of tofu was about $3, and then everything else I've got, I already have on my hands. It's probably nothing. I could work out the costs after stream, find out how much it costs to make this con carne. If it tastes exactly the same as con carne, bruh. Bruh, cheap. I don't care who you are, cheap. That hand cam, yes. The hand cam. Just me to make sure. I'm fine. It's still early here, 6 a.m. Damn. I was nearly getting ready for... Wait. Break time for me was 8 o'clock. No, I was still 2 hours away. I was almost halfway through my shift this morning. Zoom in.
Zooming in.
The hand cam. Yes. hand cam. A tofu. A tofu, yes. Zoom out.
Zooming out.
Alrighty, so now we're going to put all the sauces in there, and I'm just going to use a spoon now. So I don't really need to get my hands dirty after this. Oh, yes. The hand cam. Alrighty, so we're going to need 5 tablespoons of tomato sauce. Or tomato paste. Tomato sauce and tomato paste are 2 completely different things, so remember that. Tomato paste is more like a tomato puree, whereas tomato sauce has a lot of vinegar, a lot of salt, and yeah, it's just very sour is what I'm looking for? No, I don't think it's sour. Alright, so 5 tablespoons of this bad boy. 1, 2, 3. Oh no. I've got paste all over my iPad. Now I feel like those... Oh! Come on, Ember, where's the fart when you need it? I'm doing all the farts here. Oh no, I didn't want to do that. I want to do that. Yeah, so I can wipe down my... There we go, nice and clean. Nice and clean. But everybody... that's not a fart. It's not a fart, there's a honk. Got the goose in here again. It's that damn goose again. Soy sauce. I got some open soy sauce, but I bought an extra packet. Or extra packet, what am I talking about? An extra bottle, just in case. So 4.5 tablespoons. Oh no! Well, there we go. Everything's now clean. Not really though. Salt water's not clean, is it? Salt water's considered dirty, right? We've got the fish everywhere. For anybody out there who knows what I'm talking about, so the audio filter, that gives you the wah-wah effects, like whoa, what is that filter? Like, what's that audio filter called? I need to know, because I want to put that for when I go underwater. And I don't know what it's called. And every time I look up wah-wah effect, I get the wrong things. It's like, no! Please, just... No! It's 2... This is why we bought an extra one. 3... And about 4 left in there. This is about 5 one. Considering I bet the fish pooped in your tofu and said it wasn't clean. Well, I mean, I guess ocean water is just poop in the sea. Let's not get into the analytics of what seawater is comprised of, because we're not going to be too happy about that. What we should be focusing on is how everybody's doing today. How was everybody's weekend? Have we all had a wonderful weekend? Anything exciting happen for anybody? Pretty sure it was everything, right? Yeah, I need to dry my tablet now because I've got water everywhere. Did you see? I'm a former marine. Oh, so you'd be able to give us a bit more. Maybe we can go into analytics later. Not so much now, but we can go into it a bit later. So let's just double check. Add all the seasoning sauces to the tofu. Yeah, so we're just adding everything to it. 2 tablespoons of nutritional yeast. Yo! Dear Spice, welcome to the Shark Tank. I hope you enjoy your stay here. Welcome in. Water. It's wet. Is it though? I mean, we are comprised of 70% water, but are we wet? Flashing lights, yes. Followers get flashing lights. There's also commands that you can do as well. So if you type in exclamation lights, it should give you a rundown of what the deal with my lights are. But they also go off by through raids and subs and all that kind of stuff. But let's put it this way: exclamation and a color of your choice will change the color of my lights. Nice and simple, nice and easy. No, go back to the recipe, please. Wetness is simply the measure of what water does to objects rather than the intrinsic property of water itself. Damn, got me with them facts. What I needed was garlic, wasn't it? Garlic powder. 1 tablespoon of garlic powder. 1 tablespoon of paprika. Very nice, thank you. 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar and boots with the fur. And a tablespoon of maple syrup. Not traditional maple syrup, I know, but my other maple syrup didn't look too good. Didn't look too flash, so... Here's the fun part. My garlic powder and my onion powder decide to get stuck in the jar. Alright, I have to persuade it to come out. And persuade, I mean like jab it with a sharp object. Water wets glass, for example. Okay. I never really thought of it that way. I think I've just seen the meme. It's like, is water actually wet? Never really thought of it in detail like that. So I just know there was that one kid in school that would turn around and do the whole, I'm not actually touching you because there's a thin layer of like cells or microorganisms between the two of us. There's a small layer of air between the two of us. So I'm not actually touching you. It's like, bruh, leave me alone. I'm just trying to get some lunch. All right? Just let me buy my terrible friggin' cafeteria lunch and let me be. But when you powder that glass, suddenly you can get hydrophobic water. Hydrophobic water. Hydrophobic water's just it's water that doesn't like itself. So what? Oil? Or are you talking about the powdered glass itself? So I know glass is considered a liquid. 1 tablespoon of paprika. 1 of the apple cider and 1 of the maple syrup. Again, I've got apple cider vinegar. Don't know why. I've got it for a recipe, but just don't know what to use it for. So stuff like this makes things even better. It makes it worthwhile. Look at the pop thing. Why am I doing the pop thing? Let's do this. So much easier for myself. Oh. You look funky. Be fine. Alright. Now we're going to mix this all together. All the crumbles on the lined bacon sheet. I just stepped in a thing of garlic powder. God dang. Drink apple cider is stupid good for you. If apple cider vinegar is anything like apple cider, well, it's apple cider vinegar. But if apple cider vinegar is anything like apple cider, it's going to give me headaches. Because I have a weird thing with certain ciders and certain pub squashes and lemon squashes and stuff like that. There's a preservative in there that they use. Some ginger beers as well. There's a preservative they use that gives me terrible headaches. How do I know this? I had a day out in the town in Gold Coast, and I decided it's a nice summer day. Well, it was a nice sunny day in June or July. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to have cider today. I'm going to sit down, I'm going to drink cider. It's going to be fun. And then that night, I woke up with a headache so terrible, so bad, that I wished that I was back at home because I knew I had painkillers from when I had my wisdom teeth taken out. And I thought, I need this in my system right now. Oh my god, it was terrible. I hated it so much. All the crumbles down to the bean. Yep. I'm talking about water introduced to glass powder. Okay, the water droplets get coated, and you don't want to stick to one another. It becomes wet, like wet sand. It doesn't feel wet. Interesting. That's weird. That's super weird. You have to drink the apple cider vinegar with the with the mother in it, and it helps with the mother. Okay, so now we're just going to spread this out on the sheet. We're going to bake that. Oh, bake it. It's all good. All is fine. All is well. Don't know if I need to put more in there. Don't know if it's supposed to be like this. Do have another block. We could easily use the other block as well. Just put it back in there and crush up another block. We're gonna have heaps. We're gonna have heaps of this stuff, so maybe this works. Yeah, alright. Yep, so we're just gonna put this in the oven now. Boop. Titch. Start a 20-minute timer.
Okay, starting 20-minute timer.
There we go. Got the timer going now. Well, I got all these things. Got all these things from the event level. Nice. What you get? So we're gonna bake that for 20 minutes. Then mix with a spatula. Place back in the oven for an additional 20 minutes until the crumbles are light and crispy. You can broil for an additional 2 minutes or more crispiness if desired. A vinegar mother is similar to a kombucha soy boy. Hang on. Scorby. Okay, Scorby is an acronym for symbiotic colony of bacteria and yeast. Okay. Now that is something I've never actually had kombucha before. We sell a lot of it at work, and I don't know, it's something that I've never sort of looked into. It's the Prince of Tennis event, so it's all their jerseys. Oh, okay. Sports. And it says, allowed to slightly cool before adding to salsa, tacos, pasta sauce. You can store it in the fridge for a while, but yeah. Kombucha is a required taste, but it's pretty good. Okay. I might have to get some of it. Get some and give it a try. Alright, what are we going to need for this? I'm going to make a lot of this. Maybe I should halve this recipe. I might actually halve this recipe. Because it's calling for 400 grams of silken tofu. Right? So, put my first one aside. That there is 600 grams. That's a lot. What are we thinking? Well, actually, how many does it serve? 2 servings. I think we just halve it because I just want one. Yeah, we'll just do that. We'll just halve it. Do 200, and I can have this for myself. Unless somebody wants to come around and help me eat it. I really got into fermenting during lockdown and started a water kefir ferment. Kefir? To make my own probiotic soda and nearly started doing kombucha too. Oh, okay. My thing is, if I were to go down the fermenting path in my life, it'd probably be beer. I'd probably start brewing my own beer. So drain the silken tofu, chop the vegetables. Yeah, alright. So we'll just weigh up the tofu and get that aside for the time being. Let's get that going. I actually have, I used to work with somebody who used to brew his own beer and ginger beer. And I know one of my friends used to brew his own beer. And he would always crap on about how much he saved on beer. It's like, it's okay, but yeah. I think he was trying to go for a certain taste in beer. And that's not my sort of favorite flavor of beer. I like the mild, crisp style ones. Sure, it's light beer, but hey, it tastes good. So that's my thing. Leave water, leave becomes beer. Wee, that's my jam. Can I? Yeah, so I want 200 grams. 200 grams of this. I also need to grab my toaster as well. This is going to turn out to be like eggs, and I need to have some toast with it. 206, that sounds alright. 3 scallions! Oh no, I have to cut up half a scallion. Not half a scallion. We'll just... Nearly dropped it. It's okay. That's why we got extra. That's why we halved the recipe. Perfect. Yes, copium. I'm going to actually weigh up the powders real quick, because it's all halves or quarters. Quarter of a teaspoon this, quarter of a teaspoon that. So we'll have to eyeball it, I guess. So we're going to need a quarter of a teaspoon of turmeric. I did pull out the turmeric. Good. Now remember, turmeric and blue makes green. I found that out last week. Trying to make blue curry and say, oh, whoops, I put turmeric in this. I think the turmeric is supposed to be the colorization, so use that for the color. We need a quarter of a teaspoon of garlic powder. That's an eighth of a teaspoon. Oh, great. Yep, it's going to be... I need some more. I need some new garlic powder. I got garlic salt, but I don't think I'd want the salt aspect. I just want the powder. Can I? Yeah, that's good enough. Whatever. Half teaspoon of paprika. Again, we're going with the smoky paprika. We're gonna have smoky eggs. Oh yeah, smoky. Oh no, this is half a teaspoon, so it's a full quarter of a teaspoon. Nice. Quarter of a teaspoon of black salt. Couldn't find black salt in time, so we're just going to be using regular salt. I know, it's not going to taste the same. It's not going to be as fancy or whatever. But... Hey, gonna grab what you got on hand. Yeah, so now we just need to cut up our pepper. Or our capsicum. I'm hoping it's capsicum. I don't know why you put a full chili in there. Well, I'd say if it wanted a chili, it would say a chili, but yeah. Also, I found that the original official foot. Yeah, you said it was in Glenwick or Greenwick? Was it Greenwick you said? I can't remember. Alright, so I'm gonna need... it's at the Royal Observatory at Greenwich. Greenwich, that's what it was. No, Manson! I did shave, yes. I know some people might say, oh, TC, you look good. You look good with a beard. It's like, well, thank you. But I prefer to be clean shaven. I prefer my baby face. I do prefer my baby face. I know you gotta wait a little bit before the, I just went instinctively to get my, my ceramic knife. Usually use my, my big metal one, but you know what? Intrusive thoughts let through. Use my ceramic one. So yeah, we're gonna chop this up, and finally dice it. Now I want to sort of say you can opt to have this or not. Totally up to you. You want to put the capsicum in? Is that too far away or is it too close? They have the yard, the 2 feet, the 1 foot, should I say. The 6 inches and the 3 inches. Mm. Don't you have a baby face looks all thanks. I sometimes grow out my beard over the month of October if I'm going to be doing a charity for like a charity thing for Movember, because I grow the beard, then I shave it off for the mustache, but still. I've never subscribed to the idea of different salts tasting different. Sure, to a tiny degree, but when mixed in, I am a firm believer fancy salts make no difference. Garnish, yeah, sure, that I would agree with. Pink Himalayan salt, nah, it's a little bit pompous. I used to buy it a fair bit, but I want to agree with you. Like, there's no real different taste with the salts. It's just salt. Like we've got salt that's supposed to come from somewhere in the middle of Australia, and I don't think it's anything to go by. But yeah. I mean, hates to admit, but I've always hated tofu in my dish. Well, we've made some tofu chocolate, and that actually tasted really good. So we've got some meat substitute going on at the moment, and we'll see how it goes. I'm probably going to say it's going to taste pretty good, but still. But tofu can look good, yes. I'll make it look good. Trust me. If anybody can make it look good, probably Wagdashi. But I'll try my best. I'll try my best. Somewhere there's also an official meter or meter, and the official kilogram. That would be interesting to see. Find out what the official, because we've got weights at work. Like we've got 500 gram weights, 10, no, not 10. 500 grams, I think there's a kilo, maybe 10, there's a 10 kilo one because that's just like it's like a dumbbell. It's pretty cool. They no longer use those. Are they not the same weights, or is it just like they use it for, it's there for show, if anything? You're not actually supposed to use it for anything. Alright, so drain the silken tofu, yep. Chop up the veggies, which I've done. Wash the scallions. I want to say that they'd probably wash where I bought them from, but we can always give this a quick wash if we need to. Slice the scallions, save the green parts as topping. Okay. It's all green, to be honest, but still. Just keep that aside. Finally dice it. Heat in a large frying pan, preferably non-stick, with your preferred cooking oil. Saute the scallions, the red pepper over medium heat until soft and golden. Transfer the vegetables to a bowl. Add more oil to the same pan, add the silken tofu, and break it up into pieces. Yeah, 4 centimeter pieces. Small pieces will form naturally as they come, blah, 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 blah. Once the tofu starts to turn golden underneath and most of the excess water is evaporated, flip the pieces around, add the turmeric and all that fancy stuff. Continue cooking. Yeah, I think we'll use our skillet. So I bought a skillet. Bought me a fancy dancy skillet a while ago. So you know what? I deserve it. Why not? A little bit of oil in there. Whoop, that's probably a bit too much. Quick grease up before I start. Fire it up. There we go. Okay. Fun fact: for the longest time, the official kilogram was decreased in mass. Okay. The standard was made of platinum iridium. Ooh, fancy. And if I recall correctly, it was radiating lightly, which caused its mass. So hang on. So okay. So it was radiating lightly, which made it lose its mass. Interesting. Official kilo, meter, and liter are on display in France. France Science. Ooh. Oh, why did the French get all the good stuff? I'll have to look at the finished products in Discord, 9TC. Well, thank you. Thank you for popping by for as long as you did, Amber. It was great to see you. Great to have a chat. Have a good sleep. Hope all goes well. And yeah, hope to see you soon. Hope to have a chat with you soon. I hope once school gets back into the swing of things, that all goes well for you too. So, can't remember how far away that was, but yeah, we need to. There we go. French did invent the metric system, so that's the only good thing they've done versus. No, don't say that, DC. No, they've contributed more. I mean, I do like shoe pastry. They also did create revolution as well, and that's actually worked out pretty well for everybody, I think. That's just me, though. That's just me thinking, though. That's just me thinking. I'll keep all these greens for garnish to the side. I'll give this a... we'll grab this. So I saute in these a little bit. And then we'll fry up those things later. I want to say that's the, I think I said before, the capsicum and all that is probably optional. Like if you just want to have nice sound of sizzling vegetables, yeah, sizzle bizzle. But I want to, I want to sort of say if you don't want to have, oh my goodness, the number of French people who, what have you done? You don't just go into the chat and go, oh, we baguette. Come on, just take a joke. But no, if they find it offensive, they should give a warning first. Or is it because of something else? The meter, the second, kilogram, etc. are all defined by a frequency of caesium. Hang on. Caesium-133 atoms, the speed of light in a vacuum, and the Planck constant. Planck constant H. Caesium? Cesium. Planck. Why is there an L in there? Planck. I was gonna say if it's Planck, why is there an L in there? It's French all over again. It's the French language all over again. Why is there letters in here that don't need to be? Oh no, I think that's German. I think that's more German that has the like. Why is this letter in here? What is this simple for? It looks like a B, but it makes a sh sound. It's like why? The panko breadcrumb constant. Yes, the panko breadcrumb. Oh, I can get behind that. I love panko breadcrumbs. I actually found out, I think it was last year, that panko breadcrumbs, the reason why they're so fluffy and crispy is because they're created with electricity. So yeah, it's an electric process they use to cause the crispiness. It's like, that's cool. I like that. The two kinds of people I can't stand, those who are tolerant of other cultures, and the French, and the Dutch. Oh boy. It's all in good fun and all in good jest, I'm okay with it, but as soon as we start getting into some foul words and some high-strung things, then we're going to have to put people in the naughty corner. But I know you guys are fine. Baked from the inside with electricity.